People of God, I thank you for joining. This is the channel for Amani.Upendo.Wellness. I would say that this is part two of, people are bound. Just as a follow up, I would say that in general, you know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being independent, curious, exploring your environment, or any of that. There's absolutely nothing wrong. As an educator, I see this behavior in children. I've seen it in daycare centers. I've seen it where like the children are exploring their environments, exploring their learning in the science, technology, engineering, math, and it's honestly like a joy to see. Does that mean that that child has gone through some kind of trauma in their life or some kind of problems that woohoo has taught that child how to be strong and independent? No. It means, and I thank God for this, it means that that child is in an environment that supports them in what their interests and abilities are. And I think that's what's lacking. I see it, as an adult, I see it with women and men. And, I get told, and I've heard, even on TikTok, how women are saying, oh, well, when you go through a lot in life, it makes you a stronger person. Like, look, I don't have to be a single mother. I don't have to have a bunch of kids. I don't have to go through trauma to know the best, to know what is the best for me in life or know what I don't have to have all hell break loose in my life for me to know what I deserve in life. Personally, I'm pretty much in the same place that I was in 10 to 15 years ago in a good way, you know, in terms of my values, in terms of what I'm looking for. I'm kind of in the same place, again, in a good way. And, you know, um, I didn't have to go through all hell to have, the standards and the boundaries and the this and the that. Because it's the same, that's the same place I was in. I'm kind of tired of having people like act like, you have to go through all sorts of problems in order to be strong. Honestly, you don't. You don't have to go through all sorts of problems. I see it in children. I see children who take initiative. Sometimes it's just as simple as just taking initiative. And I think it also, that strength also comes from knowing God. Besides anything that you can learn in a textbook, I think when you know God, you just, you can be a single mother. You can, be divorced. You can go through things, but the way you carry it is going to be different. Not because you're strong and not because, oh, well, I've been through this and you learn through trauma, but because you know God and you know how to lean on the word. And so because you know God and you know to lean on the word, you're unshakable.